Hello, Christina's Work Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I am going to make a sizzling herb pork with garlic butter. Sizzling herb pork with garlic butter. We are in Valencia, Spain. This is our first full day, well, our second day here. We arrived yesterday midday, and then we got to where we were going last night, and then in Valencia, near Valencia, it's called Benicarlo. It's right on the coast, so like northeastern coast of Spain. And we are here. This is Vanessa's house, and we met Vanessa and her daughter, and another daughter's coming tomorrow night. Now we get to stay with them, and they're so generous and kind to host us. And then we're gonna be cooking here every night. So I'm really excited. Yesterday I showed you what we had that was typical Valencia, food from Valencia. So definitely check that out if you didn't see it. It was so good. I might need to learn how to make the tortilla, which is like a thick omelet type thing, but it's very different than anything I've tasted. It was very good, very different. And we had an amazing salad and some bread, how they normally have it, with tomato and with oil. So tonight I'm going to make this, which it's a brand new recipe. So I'm making this, and it's not a typical Valencia food. it's just something I'm making. It's going to be really delicious. The girls saw pork slices of pork, pork loin slices, I guess, at the grocery store, and so we decided to get these. The girls really wanted something similar to something I've made before, but we don't have all of the ingredients for that. So I'm making something new that is going to be delicious. So I have the pan that I'm going to sear these in. We're going to eat this with broccoli on the side, steamed broccoli with maybe a little bit of butter and salt. And I'm heating this while I'm going to get the spices ready, but I'm also going to put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan in a second. So first I'm going to make the spice mix. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And so this is 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Whew, that almost fell. And 1 teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano. And then 1 teaspoon of paprika. 1 teaspoon of paprika. I keep wanting to stick this all the way in, but it won't go all the way in. And then 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. And this is like Atlantic sea salt. I don't really know the best way. Okay, I see how to do it. 3/4 of a teaspoon. Haven't really figured out the best way to get this to come out. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're going to want to try this. Okay. There we go. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon. This one does get to go inside of black pepper. All right, now we're gonna mix these all together. And this is gonna be our rub that's going to go on both sides of our pork loin slices. This is a pound of pork loin. And now I'm going to turn you around so you can see here. I'm going to put our 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I want it to like be everywhere so that it can coat the bottom of the pan. And make sure that that's not too hot. So we're gonna pan sear this. Okay, now I'm gonna turn you over here. We're going to sprinkle this over top of each of these, and then kind of push it into the pork. So I'm using like, it looks like it's like a half a teaspoon for each side is about what, we'll see if I need it and end up making more. I don't think so, but I want to kind of spread and push like a rub. And if you like, if you don't like pork, you could do this on anything. You could do this on steak. You could do this on chicken. You just probably cook it a little bit different timing. Okay, now we're going to transfer this to the pan and then put the other side. So, I'm gonna put it on here. And you could do more at once if you want. I just wanted to make sure I get it done in here so you can see it. I didn't want to flip it over on the plate because I didn't want it to lose some of the spice mix that I was making. And we're going to cook each side for 2 to 4 minutes. You don't want it to be overcooked, but you do want it to be cooked. Okay, now that I have that, we're gonna get the butter melted. So we're melting 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're gonna make our garlic butter. The garlic butter is gonna be drizzled on top when you go to serve it. So tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video so that the whole world can know that wherever they are in the world, they can make this amazing, amazingly delicious food. So we're gonna do this for each of our slices. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slices. Is how much is this is. I don't wanna over melt my butter. That was perfect, actually. So in the butter, okay, in the butter, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. This is 2 tablespoons of butter. So 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And a half a teaspoon of salt. Or 2 big pinches. So I'm gonna kind of gauge what that is. 2 big pinches of salt. It's gonna be, I think, more like a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, and we're gonna stir that with a little spoon. And then this is gonna you're gonna wanna stir it before you serve it, before you pour it on top, and drizzle it. This is the girl's favorite part, is that part of it. And then I'm going to see if I have some type of something to flip this with. I might just use a fork. I don't know if it's already been 2 minutes or not, so I'm going to check this side. I might need 2 forks. And then keep spinning. It's almost there. So we're going to flip it, and then you're going to drizzle on top of each one. After you're ready to serve them, you're going to drizzle on top of each one the garlic butter. Then I always put a little extra at the table so that if anyone wants a little extra. But these are pretty thin. I think you saw how thin they are. These are pretty thin, which is great. And if you need to double the recipe, you might need to, depending on how many of these. Then you can make another spice blend. I think I'm going to need to. So I'll probably, let's say that you need to double it for a whole pound in order to get enough. So that would mean that it's 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of paprika, almost like 1.5 teaspoons of pink salt or sea salt, and then 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I think that will be the best combination. All right, that's it. So easy. I just gotta flip this, and I think it'll be easier if I grab another fork and do it. But flip it, cook it, put it to the side. I want to get all of these ready, and then if you did them all at the same time, it'd be a lot easier. So have a wonderful afternoon. It is 8:13 here p.m. And I know that if you're in the U.S., but tell me where you're watching from. So if you're here in Spain or in Europe, tell me where you are. And if you're in the U.S., tell me where you are. Or anywhere else, tell me where you are. Have a wonderful night from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world.